Dear viewers from all over the map, welcome to my channel. The Curious Tube features book reviews, tech tips, ways to earn money online, and more. In this video, I will walk you through the unexplained mystery of mermaids, coming up next on the Curious Tube.
The myths and legends of mermaids also include male mermaids, known usually as mermen. Together, mermaids and mermen make up merfolk. There are many myths and legends of creatures that are half human and half animal. Mermaids are by far the most popular marine version of these myths and legends. The history of mermaid legends and myths is interesting, because it's filled with many different versions of similar creatures from all sorts of cultures around the world. For example, the Babylonian fish god era was essentially a merman that's been around for over 4,000 years. In 2008, waves were being made in South Africa as a legendary mermaid called the Cayman was making a splash in the news. A group of friends were camping near a river when they heard loud splashing and a loud banging noise. Upon further investigation, the group came upon a woman in the water. The woman appeared to be pale white with long black hair. Her skin appeared as if it was glowing. The most shocking feature was seen when the woman turned to the group. She had piercing red eyes. A woman ran to investigate the claims that the Cayman had been seen. She noted that the mermaid had a sorrowful cry, like a woman crying. After a moment of chaos with the group, the mermaid disappeared into the murky water. People of South Africa are very leery of the Cayman, as she is known for pulling people underwater and trapping them beneath the depths with objects in which you most desire. This photo, which depicts what appears to be the skeleton of a mermaid being unearthed by archaeologists, was circling around Facebook a while back. An earlier version featuring some of the same images claims that the skeleton was unearthed in Bulgaria by Professor Dimitrov. The images have generated considerable amount of online debate, with many commentators suggesting that the images prove the mythical mermaid was a real creature after all. But sadly for mermaid enthusiasts, the pictures do not show a real mermaid skeleton. The mermaid images are the result of some clever digital manipulation. The main image was an entry in a worth 1,000 photo effects contest named Archaeological Anomalies 13, and was created by contributor the one called Dano. So on this occasion, this photo does not show a real mermaid. To this day, researchers have said that one of the most unexplored regions of our planet is that of our oceans. Our oceans are home to a massive amount of undocumented marine species, which have left many wondering just how many species there are. Although we've managed to document many of them, there are some that have confused many witnesses across the planet, as some creatures don't seem to fit in any conventional categories. Various individuals have reported encountering humanoid-like creatures while out in the ocean. Referred to as mermaids, these elusive, half-human, half-fish hybrid creatures are at the center of peculiar sightings from all around the world. Cultures all across the planet have their own versions of these mysterious creatures, with some saying that they are helpers of the ocean, while others have said it's wise to stay away from them, suggesting that many have been dragged into the depths by these elusive creatures. One of the issues when it comes to these types of tales is the lack of evidence. However, one museum allegedly holds the remains of one of these creatures. Recently, photographs have been making their rounds online, claiming that a Danish museum has inside it a mermaid skeleton. The description states the skeleton was found by a farmer and their dog, and after handing it over to researchers, they discovered that the remains most likely would have belonged to a young girl, being around 18 years old at the time of her passing. The size of the skeleton is approximately 180 centimeters from head to tail. The skull of the creature has a protruding brow ridge, something that is usually seen in early hominids. The researchers claim that the skeleton appears unusually intact, having all of the teeth and being well preserved. thing that's noted is that the canines appear longer and sharper than those of a typical humans. The mermaid, however, is missing a hand. It was also reported that a purse-like object was discovered close by, and inside it was a shark tooth and other pointed objects. This caused some to suggest that it was used by the creature for self-defense. So is this finally proof that these creatures are in fact real? As it turns out, this skeleton is unfortunately fake. In 2010, it was decided that Copenhagen's Little Mermaid would be sent to the 2010 World Expo in Shanghai. This was from April to November. So Hans Strager, who is the head of the Natural History Museum of Denmark, decided they should replace it. The replacement was the mermaid skeleton, who sat in a vacant spot for 2 hours to entertain the tourists. Strager said half of the mermaid was built of a human skeleton, and the other was a swordfish tail. Many passers-by thought it was interesting and jumped in front of the mermaid to have their picture taken. After basking in the Copenhagen sun for 2 hours, the fake skeleton was returned to the museum, where it was displayed during the Easter holidays. To this day, however, photographs of the mermaid are still posted online. So even though this one turned out to be fake, what's your opinion on mermaids? Do you think they're real, or misidentified by the people that see them? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, and help us by growing this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries.
Thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more videos from this channel. If you knew of any useful information on this topic, let me know in the comments below. And if you're new here, click on the subscribe button and notifications icon for more useful information and tips from the Curious Tube.